Brought to you by Signal TV, the official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Hello, I'm Boom Gonzalez. My great pleasure and honor to be alongside again someone who has done her fair share of great things in the SEA Games. Let's welcome two-time SEA Games gold medalist and three-time campaigner. Tama, no? Three times?
Yes.
Jamie Lim is with us.
Good afternoon, Boom, and good afternoon sa lahat ng kababayan nating nakasubaybay. It's also an honor and pleasure to be with you all today to help deliver all these colorful stories and updates on the SEA Games. A lot of Filipino athletes have stepped up their games and made it to the podium, but somehow it feels like there's more to come.
Oh, definitely. Momentum pa lang yan. We're just gaining steam, as they say. So, Team Philippines is not about to slow down anytime soon, that's for sure. With its largest contingent yet, may we remind you, and we're here to give you all the updates as the action unfolds.
We'll also bring you the stories behind the games through the help of our hardworking correspondents in Thailand.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear from them. But before all of that, let's visit the medal tally at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games as of 11:30 a.m. Fresh na fresh to, Jamie. As we see, Philippines is on pace to hit its target of 60 gold medals. Host nation Thailand stays firm at the top as expected with 95 golds, 60 silvers, and 39 bronzes for a total of 194. They are followed by Indonesia with 31 golds, 43 silvers, 36 bronzes for a total of 110 medals.
At the third spot is Vietnam with 30 golds, 29 silvers, and 54 bronzes for a total of 113 medals. And at fourth place is Singapore with 19 golds, 19 silvers, and 25 bronzes.
Now, Malaysia is fifth with 16 golds, 15 silvers, and 48 bronzes. Right behind them, the Philippines having 15 golds, 23 silvers, and 52 bronzes. Very fluid ang medal tally natin, so expect changes anytime soon. Now, a lot to be excited about if you're a Filipino sports fan, especially after the standout performances from Team Philippines yesterday across several disciplines. Many inspiring stories emerged.
To tell you more about some of these and what else awaits for the Filipino athletes, we have our correspondent all the way from Thailand, Denise Valdesancho. Hello, Denise. What do you have for us?
Hi, Jamie and Boom. We are currently here at the Jomtien Beach in Pattaya City in Chonburi. And today is the final day of our jet ski events, and Team Philippines is very much eager to add more medals to our haul. For the first time, or for four-time world champion Anton Ignacio and first-time SEA Games rider Kate Mercado, they just finished their fourth moto for the runabout 1100 stock, with Anton Ignacio finishing at the first spot. So with the tallied score, Thailand still secures gold here, while Anton Ignacio is looking to get possibly a silver or bronze medal. So this is Anton Ignacio's second SEA Games, and he is hopeful to finally get a medal this time, as he was not able to get a medal in his last SEA Games stint. Now, earlier this morning in the Endurance Open, Louis Buhisan was not able to finish his race as he had problems with his jet ski. In our conversation, he said situations like these, it's really more of a bad luck, but we will be seeing more of him later in the Runabout Limited. Meanwhile, Bam Manglikmot finished third in his heat. In the ski 1500 stock, father and son duo June and Cody Pontino showed their skills, with Cody finishing third and his dad June finishing at the fifth spot. Jamie Boom, you know, this is a very special moment for June and Cody, as this is both their debut at the SEA Games, June's first at the age of 45 and also Cody's first at 19. June Pontino mentioned that it was while he was training his son Cody when he decided to banner the Philippine flag once again. Now we're looking for possible medals also by Cody Pontino as we await the final results later today. But for the meantime, they're currently back on the water for the Ski GP event. Later on, Jamie Boom Triple Crown champion Angelo Inigo Ventos will test the waters in both the Runabout Limited and Runabout Stock competitions, also seeking for a possible podium finish. Now, Jamie Boom, in my conversation with Jet Sports Association of the Philippines President Harley David, he revealed that we are fielding our biggest delegation of jet ski riders yet, which goes to show that the sport is gaining more and more traction. So hopefully we bag more medals today as we finish the jet ski competitions here in Chonburi. Jamie Boom.
Wow, that's wonderful to hear in terms of the number of participants. Biggest Philippine delegation, then biggest jet ski delegation. May isang 45 years old, may isang 19-year-old. I guess the most relevant question I need to ask Denise is, how's the weather today for this competition now that you're there?
You know what I love about the weather, Boom? Okay, mainit, but it's not humid, no? Mahangin pa rin. Pero medyo masakit sa balat yung init. But I guess it makes it nice na mahangin. So, hindi siya malagkit. Kaya napakasarap manood by the sea, you know, just watching our Philippine delegation battle it out for Team Philippines. So, you know, the perfect weather for possibly a perfect day for Philippines.
Yun ang gusto ko marinig, that hopefully, Jamie, the weather kind of helps us because it's definitely helping Denise. Look at her, nice tan there, Denise. Thank you very much, Denise Valdez-Sancho, with that comprehensive report on our jet ski team. Looking good,
Very
Looking like
nice.
she's really
Bagay.
enjoying herself there in Jonburi and the rest of our jet ski team. That's great news to hear. All right, when we return, we'll look back at a pair of extra special outings from two members of the largest Philippine delegation in this biennial meet.
This is Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
So 12.467, not as high as her first, but she is current.
We are back with our coverage of the 2025 Southeast Asian Games here on Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates, powered of course by Arena Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Now, let's do a quick recap of several standout performances from Team Philippines yesterday, including a historic one from young Filipina skateboarder Maisel Alegado. And when we say young, we mean young. At the tender age of 11 years old, Alegado won the gold medal in the Women's Park Final Extreme Skateboarding, a dominant score of 79.72. Right beside her is the girl she bested, another Filipina, and another 11-year-old, Elizabeth Amador. She won silver with a score of 72.3. Amador and Alegado, both 11 years old. And of course, there was a third placer, and that was the girl from Thailand. That's Freya Sanya. She scored 64.13. Now, congratulations again to our young guns, Maisel Alegado and Elizabeth Amador.
Meantime, the women of the Philippine futsal team refused to go home as they notched a huge bounce-back win at the expense of Malaysia. The leading ladies of Philippine futsal dug deep and avoided elimination by taking down Malaysia 3-1. Skipper Janessa Tolentin kick-started the Filipinas offense as she found the back of the net in the 4th minute. Her teammate Isabella Bandiola scored another goal soon after. Malaysia pulled within 1 at the 38th minute, but Rosel Mendano netted one on an empty goal to seal the win for the Philippines. It was a huge bounce-back victory after losing to Thailand in the opener, as the Filipinas kept their chances of reaching the semifinals.
All right. Inday Tolentin at it again, just like when she was here in Phil Sports Arena for Team Philippines. Did you get to watch any of the futsal
I didn't, but
matches?
I wanted to. It's just an ultra before, but now I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, so this was big. We lost to Thailand, and then we won against, obviously, Malaysia, as you mentioned. And we won convincingly, too. We got out ahead 2 goals to none. And then Malaysia struck back, but we eventually made it a comfortable win at 3-1. So we move on to the semifinals. We're hoping to really make a mark here because sayang yung momentum natin from the World Cup.
Of course, and grabe yung support, and I really think that they're very motivated coming into the SEA Games. Parang saktong-sakto yung time.
Agree. Okay, lipat naman tayo. Esports naman ang ating pag-uusapan. Seaball men also showed out in the MLBB. The Seaball men swept group stages and earned the top seed heading into the semifinals of the MLBB tournament in Bangkok. The Philippine esports squad did not drop a single set on their way to the semifinals, shutting down Indonesia, Laos, Singapore, and Malaysia. Great performances across the board for Team Philippines. And if you want to know more about the country's esports campaign, both on the men's and women's side, don't worry, we've got your back.
Let's welcome once again our very hardworking correspondent in Thailand, Doreen Sway Baguio. Hello, Doreen. What do you got for us?
Hello, Boom. Hello, Jamie. The Mobile Legends Bang Bang or the MLBB tournament opened yesterday here in the Chulalongkorn University at nandito nga tayo ngayon. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the games in the background, but as you mentioned, the defending champions, Seaball MLBB men's team dominated the group stage yesterday, going 8-0 in Bracket B. And so they've secured a spot in the semifinals, which will happen tomorrow, December 15. And Boom and Jamie, just a bit of context, the team is actually composed of SEA Games first-timers at isa lang sa kanila ang may SEA Games experience. That is Carl Nepomuceno, also known as Carl TZ, who was a part of the first champion team in the 2019 SEA Games. And despite being the title holders, there's no complacency from the Seaball team. And actually, a lot of people from back home call Group B, which is yung group ng MLBB men's team natin, as the group of death. Dahil nandun yung title contenders like Malaysia and Indonesia. But looking at the results yesterday, it seems like it's not a problem for Seaball at all. And in fact, they see it as a valuable learning experience, especially as they're also preparing for the M7 World Championship, which will happen January of 2026. At ngayon nga, nandito tayo ulit sa Chulalongkorn University because our Seaball MLBB women's team naman will be battling it out in the group stage as well. So their first match actually just started versus Laos, followed by their matches against Vietnam and Thailand later today. At Boom and Jamie, itong Seaball MLBB women's team natin this year was more or less the same lineup except for one player. They're the same lineup that won silver in the 2023 SEA Games in Cambodia. So nakilala natin yan sila in Cambodia. It's so nice to see them again here. And of course, after the silver finish last 2023, they're hoping to surpass that and hopefully get the gold this year.
Doreen, ako, that's so nice to hear. And I am very curious to know kasi I remember my first SEA Games and I was so nervous. And given na marami silang bago now, I just want to know what the vibes are. How are they? Nag-enjoy ba sila? Are they nervous?
Alam mo, Jamie, kahit na most of the MLBB men's team natin ay SEA Games first-timers, hindi mo makikita yung kaba kasi itong players na to, they're not strangers to the big stage. Lumaban na yan sila in different parts of the world, in international championship. So talagang sanay sila sa pressure, sanay sila sa madaming nanonood sa kanila. And I just wanna throw in, actually, ang daming Pinoy na nandito kahapon
Yun.
That's good.
sa home court. Both sides of the arena, madaming Pinoy. So it's really nice to see so much love given to our CBall teams here in Thailand.
Yun sana itatanong ko, Doreen, but just, I know you asked, you started by saying, I hope you could hear the noise behind, because pag MLBB, alam naman natin, Doreen, kagulo yung atmosphere. Is it the same even in the SEA Games context?
Yes, definitely. Ako, lalo na nung nasa main stage, kasi 4 yung fields of play dito, bali 4 games. Nangyari all at the same time, 4 fields of play, at isa lang yung main stage. So sa main stage, doon yung may seats for spectators. At nung sumalang nga yung CBall men's team kahapon in the main stage, both sides of the arena, punong-puno yan ng
Nice.
Pinoy. Hawak na Philippine flag, tapos nagchat-chant pa sila ng sinigang kahapon. Medyo nakakagutom, pero it's so nice to see and so nice to hear yung mga nagtatagalog dito sa Thailand, and of course, a lot of love for the team as well.
Ayan na naman tayo, Doreen, eh. Pagkain na naman pag-uusapan natin, eh. Lagi na lang tayo nadadali dyan, eh. But thank you very much, Doreen. Enjoy, and we'll wait for more reports from you as we keep on doing this show all the way till the end of the Southeast Asian Games. You have had your experience, obviously. You won 5 medals, right? All in
Yes,
all,
that's right.
in the SEA Games in 3 runs. How different is it as a first-timer, and how different is it on your last run?
Yeah, this morning I was talking to my mom. I was remembering how it was at the first SEA Games. Iba talaga yung kaba, especially that first bout. The nerves, the heart pounding, and especially because mine was in front of the home crowd.
Correct, yeah.
So I just wanted to perform really well for them, and it turned out well naman.
Tapos yung huli, yung last mo naman,
Yeah.
ano ba, iba na yung kaba? May
Kabado
kaba
pa rin,
okay.
kabado pa rin, but much like better. I knew how to handle it more. It doesn't go away, pero you just manage it better.
Nothing like experience to be the best teacher, as they say. All right, when we come back, we'll give you a rundown of what to expect from Team Philippines for the rest of the day at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games.
This is Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus, Sportsbook, and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025.
So 12.467, not as high as her first, but she is current. Already know a lot, but you know the little intricacies, the little how you can play with the rules to
The .01s.
Yes.
I
Those-
like the smoothness of the moves
Yeah.
of
She's
Ali.
the only one actually who does that 3 series that gets her a series bonus. It's 3 moves connected to each other. Yep.
That was what Joy Valentin.
Siyempre po, sobrang saya po kasi ito yung pinakaasam-asam po namin. Dugot pawis po yung
Here in In the SEA Games, we get to introduce different kinds of sports, some that are not so familiar to many people. Well, today we anticipate one of those sports called Tatag.
Nice one! Nice one, Tay.
Sobrang saya ko po kasi sa loob ng 6 years na pag-compete ko sa South Asian Games, first time ko po magka-medal ng bronze. Laking tuwa po na may bibit-bit po kami pauwi sa Pilipinas, magbibigyan ng karangalan.
Sa tagal ng sakripisyo ko, almost 2 years na po sa Pampanga. Saka baguhan pa po ako. Pero sobrang saya ko po kasi nakamit ko na din yung medal na Kahit hindi man gaano ka effortless, pero pinapangako ko na sa susunod na SEA Games, gagawin ko talaga na magginto kami, dalawa.
Pasalamat po kami at yung lahat ng mga suporta na sumuporta sa amin, lalo na po ngayon na nakasungkit ulit kami ng medal at ini-aim na po talaga namin na makuha namin talaga yung ini-expect namin. Pero kahit pa paano naman po nakapagsungkit naman po kami ng bronze medalist po.
O naman po, first time ko kasi ngayon nakapaglaro ng SEA Games sa Pitang. Sobrang-sobra pong masaya, lalong-lalo na po sa lalong-lalo na po yung mga coaches namin, mga committee, mga president po namin, lalo na po ng PSC, POC, at saka po sa PCG. Maraming salamat.
Kahit sobrang hirap ng pinagdaanan po namin, umulan, bumagyo, malayo po kami sa Clark, tapos pinapareport po kami sa Manila para sa kailangan po namin. Yun po, hindi po hadlang yun sir sa para makamit po natin yung makamit ng team namin sa Pitang.
Nakuha po natin yung silver medalist at saka pasensya na po kung hindi namin nakuha yung gold medal po. Masaya kami na nakakuha po kauna-unahang silver po since 2005 po. Ngayon po may silver na tayo.
For Signal, this has been Bea Escudero, reporting live from Bangkok, Thailand. Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast.
Thank you very much, Bea Escudero. You're still watching Tibay at Tatag, mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games. Updates powered by Arita Plus Sportsbook and brought to you by Signal TV, official broadcaster of Thailand 2025. Have you seen or do you know the sport of petang?
I haven't. It's my first time, but they really look so happy. And alam mo, I don't like it pag nagsasorry sila.
Yeah, I know. I love that you said that.
Yeah,
Please explain why.
Because I get that feeling because when I got the bronze before, I wanted to say sorry to everyone. But really, for the people supporting, we're just so proud of them. Whatever medal that is.
Correct.
But their effort.
Even just for the effort.
I know. The effort talaga. Grabe yung sacrifices ng athletes na to. And I just love and appreciate all of them.
Correct. We understand it, especially for those who've won before, like mga Nesty Petesha and all that. But as you always say, Jamie, and I love that it came from you, nothing to apologize for. Held high dapat lagi ang mga ang heads ng ating mga atleta dyan sa Pilipinas. Now, speaking of one of the biggest guns of Team Philippines in the 33rd Southeast Asian Games will see action later today. She goes by the name of Heidelin Diaz. You might have heard her before. That's right. She's back in the regional meet. And once again, Diaz is one of the favorites to win it all. And here's why. The Zamboangan City native started her road to glory with heartbreak, coming home empty-handed in the 2008 Beijing Olympics and the London Games for 4 years later. But in 2016, a change in her training regimen and a renewed passion fueled by a monumental breakthrough when Diaz won silver at the Rio Olympics in Brazil. She did not stop there because in the following Olympiad, held in Tokyo, Diaz achieved sports immortality when she gave the Philippines its first ever Olympic gold medal. She followed up on the historic feat by claiming the top spot at the 2022 World Championships in Bogota, Colombia. Unsurprisingly, Diaz has conquered the most prestigious competitions in Asia. Case in point, she's an Asian Games champion, a two-time Southeast Asian Games gold medalist, and now she's back to reclaim SEA Games glory.
Diaz is undoubtedly the face of Philippine weightlifting, and she'll be competing later today in the women's 58-kilogram category. At 34 years old, Diaz's younger opponents are surely out to get her. Highly motivated to outduel an Olympic champion, but still, no one can discount the heart, strength, and skill of an athlete of Diaz's caliber.
Best of luck to our living legend, Heidelin Diaz. And we can't wait to see her in action. But for now, we will check what time. Papakita natin, Jamie, kung anong oras sa specifically magbubuhat itong si Heidelin. Of course, the rest of the schedule in just a bit. You know, it was even parang indefinite whether she was going to join this SEA Games or not. And even if she didn't, di ba, parang, you know, she's done so much for us already. Pero itong competitive juices, Jamie, you know
Grabe,
this very well.
You'd think na once she got that Olympic gold, tapos na siya. Because like, what else? But the fact that she's still playing for the Philippines, she's fighting for our country, and our best of the best talaga, that just says something about our fighting spirit also, and nakaka-proud, nakaka-inspire.
Yeah, but it also puts an immense amount of pressure, nothing that she's not used to.
Yeah.
But because yun nga, nasabi natin, ano, all these young ones, maybe including yung mga teammates niya,
Of course.
are all out to get her,
Yes.
so to speak, or try to best or beat her, no?
Yes, that's why extra idol ko talaga si Miss Heidelin. And grabe talaga yung fighting spirit niya. Despite that pressure, like you said, she's still willing to fight for us.
All right, our prayers always going out to Heidelin and the rest of our weightlifting team. Okay, 1:30 p.m., that's around an hour from now. Alas Pilipinas men takes the spotlight in volleyball this time as they take on, I think they're going up against Singapore. They already beat Myanmar in their first match if we're talking about the men. Ano? So, Singapore ang kusunod na kalaban ng ating mga lalaki.
Then later at 5 p.m., the Philippine women's futsal team faces off against Malaysia. Then at 6:30 p.m., the Philippine women's hockey squad battles it out against their Indonesian counterparts. Those are just several pieces of Team Philippines' giant puzzle today at the Games. And we're here to give you all the updates as the Filipino athletes continue to fight for national pride and honor.
And of course, you can catch Team Philippines in action at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games in One Sports, One Sports Plus, RPTV, and on Signal Channel 261. Of course, the One Sports YouTube account. Diyan din ako nanonood. Kanina nanonood ako ng atin, by the way. Our women's Gilas just won against Singapore. Big lead to win, a safe lead. And we won that one. That's fresh yan bago kami umere ni Jamie. So napanood ko yan sa YouTube account ng One Sport. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for us here on Tibay at Tatag. Mas pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd Southeast Asian Games updates. Powered by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Bring home the win. Support our national athletes as they represent the country at the Southeast Asian Games. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Jamie Lim. Stay tuned for our continuing coverage and live updates in the following days. And let's keep on cheering for our valiant athletes.
Laban, Pilipinas!